our floating dream home. Hope you enjoy our look our life of building a catamaran. In this episode, we commissioned several onboard systems, including the air conditioning, LPG gas leak detection system, oven and stove igniter, and the electric hot plate. To finish things off, we install a temperature-controlled air recirculation fan in the battery locker to improve ventilation and help keep battery temperatures under control.
In actual fact, this Dometic system caught me a bit off guard. I had to run a new comms cable up to the actual controller up in the on the dashboard of the boat, or up in the saloon. And when I plugged it in, it didn't work. Couldn't quite work out why. And then eventually I grabbed the original cable and found out that what they actually do is they have a crossover cable, but not your typical sort of crossover cable. This one was completely reversed, so pin 8 to pin 1 went all the way back through. So I've made up a little adapter, because this is a standard Cat 5 cable. I made up a little adapter, which I don't really like doing, but anyway, I had to do it. And this will now take place in here, and our Cat 5 will go straight into the back of it. A bit of a pain in the ass, but anyway, we live and learn. Claustrophobic in this area, but it's not that bad. Kind of been here enough now to know. And this is what we call a self-fusing tape. So I don't like put these joiners in, or any sort of comms bit that's has a chance of getting a little bit of moisture in it. So we'll use this to seal it up a little bit. Just making sure I don't trip which I've done before, trip the release for the Cat 5 and connected the cable in and found out that it didn't keep it locked in. Bit messy, but anyway, plenty of cable if we have to take it off later on. We can go and see if it works. This is our air conditioning control for this side air conditioner. So we're just going to check that it actually works. And you can see there, we just plugged him in. there you go. So our air conditioner is down the back. I'll show you where that is. So if we come down this way, we walk through here, over there, over the engine. Oh, that's our air conditioning unit there. So it's a self-contained unit from Dometic, 16 BTUs, so it should be enough to cool half the boat. So yeah, we're just going to go through the process now of commissioning it up, or testing it anyway, see if it actually turns on. Alright, just the manual out, page no. 12 Fahrenheit, program 11. It's in Fahrenheit at the moment, so we want to change that. Yeah, so it's actually reading Fahrenheit at the moment. We'll turn that off. Now I think it said off, hold for 5 seconds. Okay, so it's now into program mode. So let's just go down. Oops, that's not right. I don't know what that was then. Okay. Nope, that wasn't good. We actually started the air conditioner then. Read manually it. Page 16. Okay, use. Oh, okay, fan button. Try again. Okay, so that's telling me position 1 is set to 0, which is good. And then we can go to, I think this 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so C. If I turn it on now, it's reading Fahrenheit, yep. Just let it sit for a second. Actually hear it start up. Which is a good thing. I just don't want to run it for too long because I've got no water connected to it at the moment. Okay. Well, at least it's running. Now, just run fan mode. Now let's look and see if we've got air coming up out of here. Oh, geez, a lot of air actually. More than I expected. So there's air coming out of there. Back down here. These. Fuck. Oh, that's pretty good. She actually flows air quite well. Yeah, cool. Oh no, I'm happy with that. So. All sort of tape off. It's a bit tricky to get to. My fat fucking fingers. Come on. God. Yay. Cool. Well, hopefully it will be. Thank you. Time to go down to 19, 20, 25 at the moment.
We then moved over to the starboard side and made the same communication cable modifications there too.
Alright, we've done this the right way. We should see this light up. Dust on it. Let's have a look. And she does. Isn't that good? Donk. She's firing it up. Now we should be able to do the same thing. Okay, so we're in program 1. Go through to program 11. And then program 11 is Fahrenheit, so we can change that to C. I think just go out. I don't know what that code means. Now. Let's see. Fan running. Yep, I've done it right. We should get air out of here. Except that we've buried it. It's not a very smart thing to do. But obviously, yeah, it's howling air out of there. Yep, a lot of airflow. That's pretty good, eh? Yep, that's good. Alright, so we can now do the same as we did the other one, fit this in. We're just installing our stove. Let's see, we've got 2 gas burners, and we've also got a hot plate for backup, so it runs off the inverter. We've also got the gas detector, which sits around here. And if you come down and have a look down underneath here, it's not fully tidied up yet. I've got to finish tidying it up, but you can see in here it's the power to the oven and stove, the gas line, also the little what do you call it, for the igniter, 12 volt for the igniter, and then down here is our gas sensor, according to what they say is where it's supposed to be, or the readings that we've had. We're supposed to put it down the bottom there, so the gas is obviously LPG is heavier than air, so it'll sink down to the bottom if we get a leak off that line. And we'll just come over here and we'll powering up. Now over on our control panel here, we've got our LPG solenoid and gas detector. You can hear it come up. Making a funny noise. So it needs to be doing some sort of testing by the looks of it. Into a bit of a test cycle. Well, I hope that's what it's doing anyway. Oh yeah, now it's getting ready by the looks of it. Done all its detections. Yep, and she's up and working, so we can got a gas solenoid at the gas bottles, which are the gas bottles are actually out over the back over here on the other side. But you'll hear that it's the solenoid coming on. So that system seems to be working as it is. I'm not going to leak gas down there to test it, but maybe when they do the seaworthy inspections they might do that, but I'm not. There you go, working. Alright, so we've got our inverter running at the moment. As you can see, there's no AC loads. 7 watts on it, probably just lights indicating. We'll have a look down here, we'll see what we've got somewhere here. There it is. I don't even know my own dashboard yet, but anyway, there you go. That's our oven / stove igniter. So, and over here on the AC side, we've got our galley GPO, so which actually powers the oven, the top plate, hot plate, I should say. So we'll go over here and have a look. So this one here is for the gas, so we should see if we've done it right. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's working. Both are working alright. We'll just check inside in the oven as well. There should be one in here working as well. Oh yeah, so that's working. So the oven side of it's working on the blower. Well, we haven't commissioned the gas up yet, but that's to come. Hot plate. So that's our one hot plate. Turn him on, and we should see a change in the. You can actually hear a difference in it. Oh yeah, so we're pulling 800 watts on the AC side. I'll actually pull that down a bit for now, but oh yeah, you can feel that's she's getting hot, which is good. And I just cut it back down a little bit, so we're only pulling 88 watts at the moment. So, but if I crank it right up, let's get back over here, take it up to 6, which is its highest, and then back over here. Yeah, so we're pulling 800 watts, so that'll be getting bloody hot real quick. Well, there you go. So that side of it actually works. Woohoo. Oh yeah, yep, that's cooking, which it should be. Turn that off. Okay, there we go. We'll let that cool down before we close that, according to the instructions. And there's the stove ready, bar commissioning up the gas, which has got to be inspected by a gas fitter first.
Okay, what you doing?
Sitting there scratching ass.
I can see that.
I'm making up a temperature sensor for the battery locker so that I can turn a fan on if the batteries get hot. Is that okay with you? I'm going to put it in the battery locker.
Oh, in the battery locker,
Yeah.
okay.
It's going to sense if there's an issue. Is an issue being temperature.
Yep.
And then we'll turn a fan on to recirculate fresh air. Good. Alright, so I've decided that to make sure we keep the battery locker at the kind of optimum temperature, I've put a little temperature sensor in here. I've got to be finished wiring it in yet, but and we're down at the boatyard and I've left all the cable grommets and cable sticky backs at home, so I'll do that next time I come down. But I thought I'd get it in and make sure it works. So we've basically got this little controller here, which is a little temperature controller. It's a fuse for it, which is obviously, as I said, the wiring's all got to be made nice and neat and tidy. And then it runs over here to a temperature sender, which is just at the moment hanging here, but I'll fix that up properly up there. So it's a little temperature sender, and it just runs off the 12 volt. And the idea of it is it will run this fan for us to circulate air through. We have, it's pretty hard to see, but over the back there you can see above the battery boxes there's vents, and they actually go all the way out through the forward locker and then out through to the boat. On some grills on the side we've got on the side of the saloon. So the old trusty heat gun here, and I'll just turn him on and I'll heat up the probe, and we should see the temperature starts to go up, which we are, which is good. The air temperature, and we should see the fan come on, which it has. So the fan's now come on, and that's drafting air through and actually pushing air. So it's actually pulling in through here, pulling it all in and actually sucking it out down through outside there. So that should circulate air if we get above 35 degrees in the battery locker, which could happen. We're pulling a lot of power for some reason underway or in hot areas. Obviously we can adjust that a bit later on. But we just watch it as she comes down. If it gets down to about 34, we should see that fan turn off. And just see what happens. See there, we're still up around about yeah, there we go. And the fan's turned off. It was a very high flow fan actually. It's like a little computer fan, but it's extremely high flow. So there you go. Once we get the sticky backs and the bits and pieces, I'll tighten that all in properly.
Thanks for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this insight to building a catamaran.